Chosen ones, what I'm about to share may shock you, but it's the truth. If you're watching this video right now, it's no accident. God has led you here for a reason. Something powerful is unfolding in your life. They will do anything to be with you. Yes, you heard that right. The very people who once doubted you, underestimated you, or even walked away are now completely under your control. Their hearts, their minds, their actions, they are all aligning with your energy. The shift has happened, and they are now satisfied on your side. This is no longer just a wish or a hope. It's a powerful spiritual transformation happening right now. As a chosen one, you are now stepping into a space where everything you've wanted is coming to you effortlessly. You will see things unfold in ways that will leave you amazed. But to truly understand how this works, you need to align with this incredible energy and embrace this shift fully. Before we dive deeper into this message, take a moment to pause the video and do three things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 40,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This number will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this video. And remember, if you are truly a chosen one, you'll watch this video until the end. Your spirit already knows that this message is for you. If you're not ready to receive this truth, you might not make it to the end. But for those who do, your life will never be the same. Now let's get into it. The concept is simple, yet powerful. When you truly believe in your own worth, the energy you give off is so magnetic that others can't help but be drawn to you. It's not about them needing to change. It's about you embodying the value you already have. As you embrace this mindset, you'll notice how the people around you start responding in a completely different way. It's not about forcing affection or attention from others. Instead, it's about cultivating an energy so potent, so self-assured, that people are naturally inclined to be drawn to you. When you shift your self-concept, you allow space for others to recognize your worth, and that's when the magic happens. You become the prize, and they'll fight to earn your love and admiration. The key to attracting the right kind of attention and love lies in your ability to shift your internal reality. It's not just about changing the way you act. It's about transforming how you see yourself and, by extension, how you interact with the world around you. When you start viewing yourself as someone who is worthy of the best in life, including love, success, and happiness, that energy ripples outward. Others begin to see you through the same lens, and the attraction is undeniable. But how do you shift this reality? It starts with deep introspection. Ask yourself, how do you perceive your worth? How do you value yourself? If you constantly place others on a pedestal and see yourself as less than, that's the energy you'll project. But when you begin to see yourself as an equal, worthy of respect, love, and admiration, you unlock an entirely new realm of possibilities. This shift allows you to align your actions with your new reality. When you see yourself as the prize, people respond differently. They may have once taken you for granted or dismissed your presence, but once they sense your unwavering self-respect, the dynamics change. The power is in your hands, not theirs. This is the shift that makes you irresistible. Not because you're pursuing someone, but because you're radiating a quiet confidence that is magnetic and undeniable. By controlling your self-concept, you control your reality. It's not about obsessing over someone or trying to change their behavior. It's about owning your value and knowing that you are deserving of the best. When you do this, your reality begins to reflect that belief, and people are drawn to you naturally. The way you see yourself has a profound impact on how others behave around you. People are highly intuitive, and they can sense your level of self-worth, often without you saying a word. When you see yourself as unworthy or not deserving of attention, that's the energy you put out, and others will mirror that back to you. But when you believe you are valuable, deserving of respect and admiration, people begin to treat you accordingly. Think about it. When you're around someone who radiates confidence and self-assurance, don't you automatically feel more drawn to them? There's an undeniable allure in someone who is comfortable in their own skin. This is the power of self-concept at play. When you raise your standards for yourself, you raise your standards for how you expect to be treated, and those around you will follow suit. This doesn't just apply to romantic relationships. It extends to every area of your life. The way you perceive yourself will determine how others treat you in both personal and professional contexts. If you show up in the world as someone who deserves respect and kindness, others will begin to see you in the same light, and their behavior will shift to reflect that belief. Your self-concept is the lens through which the world sees you. By transforming the way you view yourself, you alter how others engage with you. When you realize your own worth, others can't help but recognize it too. Becoming irresistible isn't about outward appearances or trying to impress others. It's about transforming your mindset so that you naturally exude confidence and self-assuredness. When you change the way you think about yourself, your energy shifts, and people can't help but be drawn to you. The key is to truly believe that you are worthy of love, respect, and admiration. Start by practicing positive affirmations and visualization techniques every day. Remind yourself that you are beautiful, valuable, and deserving of the best relationships life has to offer. This practice will rewire your brain to embrace the truth of your worth and eliminate any self-doubt or negative beliefs that may have held you back in the past. As your mindset shifts, so will the way others view you. People will begin to treat you with more care, appreciation, and respect. This transformation comes not from trying to change the behavior of others, but by changing the energy you project. When you see yourself as irresistible, others will. Start to mirror that belief, and suddenly your presence becomes magnetic. Remember, irresistibility comes from within. It's the belief that you are enough just as you are. And when you carry that belief with you, the world responds by making you the center of attention in the most beautiful, genuine ways. The power of belief in yourself is truly transformative. When you believe that you are worthy of the best kind of love, the people around you will start to see that belief in action. It's almost as if the universe aligns with your inner world, and others can't help but be drawn to you. But here's the secret. When you stop chasing someone and start believing that they need you, that's when the real magic happens. When you shift your mindset from "I need them" to "they need me," everything changes. People can sense when you stop desperately seeking their approval and when you're confident in your own worth. This shift in perspective creates an almost irresistible pull, an attraction that has nothing to do with desperation, but everything to do with power, self-love, and confidence. This isn't about arrogance. It's about self-assurance. When you believe in your own value, others will be more likely to do anything to win your affection. They'll be the ones putting in the effort to earn your attention, not the other way around. This is how the power of belief can completely transform the dynamic of any relationship. The more you believe in your own worth, the more others will begin to do the same. You'll see how people who once neglected or overlooked you will now be fully invested in keeping you around. And that, my friend, is the power of believing in yourself. Self-worth is the foundation of everything. Without it, we are constantly seeking validation from others, trying to prove that we deserve love and attention. But when you recognize your inherent worth, something incredible happens. The people around you begin to crave your presence. Why? Because you are no longer available for people who don't value you. You're now someone who understands your own worth and will only accept relationships that reflect that. When you believe in your own value, you stop settling for less. You stop giving your time and energy to people who don't appreciate it. Instead, you reserve your presence for those who truly see you as the prize. And when you start doing this, people will naturally crave being around you because they sense your value. Think about the people you admire. Don't they exude a quiet confidence that makes you want to be around them more? That's the power of self-worth at work. It creates an aura of desirability and exclusivity. People crave your attention, not because you're seeking theirs, but because you're confident in what you bring to the table. Self-worth doesn't just make you desirable, it makes you untouchable in the best way possible. When you recognize your value, others can't help but want to be around you, to experience your energy, and to win your affection. It's a game changer, and it all starts with believing in your own worth. One of the most profound shifts you can make in any relationship is changing your perception of yourself. When you see yourself as the prize, as someone who is worthy of being loved and cherished, others begin to realize the same thing. The moment you stop chasing after someone is often the moment they realize they need you in their lives. Before this shift, you may have been the one seeking validation or affection, But once you shift your self-concept and embrace your value, something incredible happens. The people you desire begin to realize that they too need you. It's as though they suddenly see your worth in a whole new light. This shift doesn't require manipulation or playing hard to get. It's simply a matter of recognizing that you are worthy of love and respect. When you embrace this belief, others will be drawn to you and will feel an overwhelming need to have you in their lives. It's not about chasing them. It's about allowing them to see the treasure you've always been. By changing your perception of yourself, you create an entirely new dynamic where others begin to crave your presence, appreciate your worth, and recognize that they can't afford to let you go. One of the most powerful aspects of knowing your worth is that it allows you to overcome betrayal. When you truly believe in your own value, you become resilient in the face of challenges. Even when someone betrays your trust or neglects you, instead of falling into despair or chasing after them to prove your worth, you rise above it. You understand that their actions are a reflection of their own insecurities, not your worth. The moment you stop chasing after someone who has hurt you, they begin to realize just how valuable you are. They come to understand that they've made a mistake and that they can't afford to lose someone like you. Your self-worth becomes your armor, protecting you from the hurt and betrayal of others, while also drawing them back to you when they realize they can't replace you. This doesn't mean you should tolerate mistreatment or neglect, but rather that your confidence and self-love will make others see their mistakes and work to earn your forgiveness. When you value yourself, you send a message that you're not easily shaken, and that's when others realize they need you more than ever. By embracing your own worth, you give yourself the strength to move on, knowing that whoever left you or betrayed you wasn't truly capable of appreciating the amazing person you are. And as your worth shines through, those who have wronged you will often find themselves returning, unable to resist the pull of your unshakable confidence. The dynamic between chasing and being desired is one of the most powerful transformations you can make in any relationship. When you stop chasing after someone, whether it's for their affection, approval, or attention, you create space for them to desire you instead. Chasing only reinforces the idea that they have power over you. But when you embrace your own value, the roles reverse. It's essential to realize that chasing doesn't make someone fall in love with you. In fact, it often pushes them away because it signals desperation. But when you focus on yourself, on your own growth, happiness, and confidence, others can't help but see you as someone worthy of their time and affection. This is the shift that makes you magnetic. Stop chasing and start living as if you are already the prize. When you fully embrace the idea that you are deserving of love, respect, and admiration, others will begin to pursue you. They will see that you're not waiting for them to give you validation. Instead, you're living your best life, and they will be compelled to be a part of it. By making this shift, you create a magnetic pull that attracts those who genuinely see your worth. This is how you transform from someone who is constantly seeking attention to someone who effortlessly becomes the center of desire. The most profound way to make someone fall in love with you is to first fall in love with yourself. Your inner belief system, how you see and value yourself, directly impacts how others perceive you. When you believe you are worthy of love, others can't help but see that energy and be drawn to you. Think of the people you admire. They don't chase love. Love chases them. They've mastered the art of believing in their own worth, and that belief makes them irresistible. When you shift your own belief system to reflect this, you send out a powerful message. You are worthy of the deepest love and affection. And when others sense this, they can't help but fall for you too. It's not about being perfect or having it all together. It's about the belief that you deserve the best. When you radiate this energy, others will fall in love with your confidence, your spirit, and the way you carry yourself. Your inner belief system becomes the foundation for all of your relationships, and it's this belief that will make someone fall deeply in love with you. Have you ever felt neglected or ignored in a relationship? It's an awful feeling, but it can be transformed into something powerful once you shift your mindset. When you start valuing yourself and stop seeking validation, the people who once neglected you begin to crave your attention. It's like a switch is flipped, and they can no longer resist the allure of your presence. When you stop chasing someone who seems uninterested, they'll start to notice your absence and realize what they've lost. You become the one they can't stop thinking about. The more you pull back and focus on yourself, the more they will long for your attention. It's a natural dynamic shift that happens when you stop giving away your energy to people who don't appreciate it. They begin to crave you because your energy is no longer readily available. You've created space for them to miss you, and in doing so, you've made yourself more desirable than ever. This is the power of shifting your perception and embracing your own worth. When you recognize your value, others can't help but crave your presence. The moment you stop chasing someone is often the moment they begin to see your true worth. When you're constantly pursuing someone, whether it's for their love, affection, or attention, it sends the message that you're not fully confident in your own value. But when you pull back and let go of the chase, they start to realize just how incredible you are. They see your worth when it's no longer on display for them to take for granted. When you stop chasing, you stop giving away your power. This shift in energy makes them realize that if they want to be with you, they need to step up and meet your standards. And that's when they begin to appreciate your value. This is the game, Cher. You are not here to chase anyone. You're here to live a life that reflects your self-worth. When others see that you are no longer available for anything less than respect, love, and loyalty, they will realize that they've been missing out. And suddenly, they'll be doing everything they can to win you back. The most powerful position you can put yourself in within any relationship is the position of control. Not control in a manipulative sense, but control over your own emotions, boundaries, and worth. When you understand and accept your value, you naturally create a power dynamic that allows others to see that they need to earn your love and affection. You are not someone to be chased. You are someone who chooses who deserves your time. By setting clear boundaries and holding fast to your standards, you make it clear that your presence is not something to be taken for granted. This dynamic shift is incredibly attractive because it shows that you value yourself too much to settle for anything less than the best. People naturally respect those who command respect through their actions and words. When you create this power dynamic, others will realize that they are the ones who need to prove their worth, and they'll be willing to do whatever it takes to be in your presence. One of the most powerful shifts you can make is adopting the mindset of you are the prize. This idea doesn't mean that you are superior to others, but rather that you understand your value and refuse to settle for less than what you deserve. When you carry this mindset, everything changes. People no longer see you as someone they can take for granted. They see you as someone worth earning. When you view yourself as the prize, it's not about arrogance. It's about self-respect. You recognize that you are worthy of the highest level of love and attention, and you won't settle for anything less. This shift changes the entire dynamic in any relationship. No longer are you the one chasing. Now they will be the ones putting in the effort to earn your love and respect. Adopting the you or the prize mindset elevates your energy and creates an aura of confidence and mystery. People are drawn to this energy because it signals that you know what you're worth and won't settle for less. They'll be the ones working to win your affection, not the other way around. The key to attracting a deep, unbreakable love lies in your self-concept. When you believe you are deserving of profound, unconditional love, you set the stage for someone else to see you in the same light. Your belief system becomes the foundation for all your relationships, and when you recognize your own worth, others will naturally be drawn to you. True love begins with self-love. The more you believe in your own value, the more you will attract people who also recognize that value. This isn't about superficial attraction. It's about forming a deep connection based on mutual respect, admiration, and understanding. By cultivating a strong sense of self-worth, you not only become irresistible, but you also create the foundation for a love that lasts. This deep, unbreakable love isn't just about romantic attraction. It's about the kind of connection that lasts through trials and time, and it all starts with knowing your worth. The journey of self-discovery is one of the most powerful and transformative paths you can embark on. It's the key to unlocking your true potential and realizing that the person you are meant to become has always been inside you, waiting to be uncovered. When you invest time in understanding yourself, your desires, your strengths, and your weaknesses, you unlock an immense power that not only changes your life, but also transforms the way others perceive you. Self-discovery isn't just about knowing what you like or dislike. It's about understanding your core values, what drives you, and what makes you feel alive. This process requires deep introspection and a willingness to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself. But once you embrace this process, you begin to tap into a wellspring of personal power that is magnetic. When you discover who you truly are, you begin to shine in a way that others can't ignore. Your confidence radiates and people are drawn to you naturally. They sense the authenticity and self-assuredness you now carry, which makes you incredibly attractive. This energy is irresistible because it's genuine. There's nothing more alluring than someone who is comfortable and confident in their own skin. Ultimately, the magic of self-discovery lies in the realization that you are enough just as you are. When you accept your uniqueness and embrace every part of yourself, you unlock an immense reservoir of power that propels you toward a life filled with purpose, passion, and yes, deep, unshakable love. The law of attraction is a powerful, universal principle that works based on the idea that like attracts like. What you put out into the universe energetically, you attract back. If you want to draw love, attention, and admiration into your life, it all starts with the energy you project. When you shift your focus inward and radiate positivity, self-love, and confidence, you create an irresistible force that others are naturally drawn to. Think about the times you've been around someone who exudes confidence and positivity. Didn't you feel magnetically drawn to them? The law of attraction is exactly how this happens. Your energy speaks louder than words ever could. People can sense your confidence, and this magnetic force compels them to want to be near you. By changing your inner dialogue and embracing a mindset of abundance and self-worth, you create an energy that attracts exactly what you want. When you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, people will be magnetized to you, unable to resist the vibrant, positive energy you radiate. The more you believe that you are worthy of love and respect, the more others will start to mirror those feelings. In the realm of relationships, the law of attraction can make someone fall deeply in love with you. When they sense your high vibrational energy and confidence, they'll find themselves irresistibly drawn to you, desiring to be close to you in ways they never imagined. It might sound counterintuitive, but detachment is one of the most powerful tools you can use to attract someone's attention and affection. When you stop holding on to someone or something with desperation, you create space for the right energy to flow toward you. Detachment is not about disinterest. It's about releasing the need for validation from others and allowing the relationship to unfold naturally. In relationships, when you stop desperately trying to control every aspect and stop chasing after someone's attention, you allow the dynamics to shift. The moment you detach emotionally from the outcome and free yourself from obsessive thinking, you allow the attraction to build naturally. People are often drawn to what they can't have or what seems unattainable, and when you detach, you subtly signal that you are not easily obtainable. This emotional freedom is magnetic. It's not about giving up on the person. Rather, it's about prioritizing your own peace and happiness. As you emotionally let go of the need to have them, they'll begin to crave your presence more because they'll sense that your value cannot be controlled. You create an aura of mystery and self-reliance that is undeniably attractive. Detachment is the secret to creating a healthy, balanced relationship where both people value each other's worth. It shows that you are not dependent on anyone for your happiness or sense of self-worth. And that alone makes you incredibly irresistible. The more you detach, the more you'll find yourself desired by the very person who once seemed out of reach. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but it's actually one of the most powerful tools you have when it comes to building deep, unbreakable connections. Allowing yourself to be vulnerable, showing your true emotions, fears, and desires, creates a bridge between you and others that is built on trust, authenticity, and mutual respect. It's this openness that draws people in, making them feel that they can trust you and that you are someone worth investing in. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you're showing others that you are not afraid of being real. People are often drawn to those who are willing to express their true selves because it creates a safe space for them to do the same. Vulnerability is the key to creating an emotional connection that is deep, meaningful, and unshakable. Rather than trying to appear perfect or invulnerable, embrace the beauty of your imperfection. Share your fears, your dreams, and your struggles. This will make others feel comfortable doing the same, and this creates an unbreakable bond based on mutual understanding and empathy. When someone feels seen and heard in this way, they begin to crave your presence and your connection more than ever before. True intimacy comes from vulnerability. It's through this openness that real, lasting love is built. By embracing vulnerability, you open the door to deep emotional connections that not only make others crave your presence, but also forge a love that cannot be easily broken. Patience is often undervalued in relationships, but it can be a game changer when it comes to attracting love. When you practice patience, you send a message that you are not desperate for someone's affection and that you are willing to wait for the right person who truly values you. This sense of calm and composure is deeply attractive because it shows that you are in control of your emotions in your life. In a world where instant gratification is the norm, someone who can wait and let things unfold naturally becomes a rare and valuable presence. People are drawn to those who don't rush or push for outcomes. When you practice patience, you allow space for real connections to develop, and this makes your presence even more alluring. When you stop rushing into relationships and let them grow at their own pace, you demonstrate your self-assuredness and emotional maturity. This creates an aura of stability and peace around you, which it is deeply magnetic. People don't feel pressured to perform or act a certain way. They feel free to be themselves, knowing that you are not in a hurry to force things. Patience ultimately allows the right connections to bloom. When you can wait for someone who truly deserves you, you create space for love to grow naturally and deeply. The more patient you are, the more others will respect your boundaries and your value, and they'll want to be the one who earns your affection. Flirting is often misunderstood as a game or an overt act of trying to gain attention. But the true art of flirting lies in its subtlety. It's not about grand gestures or trying too hard. It's about creating an atmosphere of attraction and mystery that leaves the other person wanting more. The most irresistible people are often those who know how to play with their energy without being overly forward. The power of subtle flirting lies in your ability to communicate attraction without using words. A glance, a smile, a gentle touch. These small but powerful gestures convey a sense of desire and interest. This subtlety draws others in, making them feel intrigued and curious about you. They can't help but wonder what more you might have to offer. Mastering the art of flirting isn't about making someone feel uncomfortable or pressured. It's about creating an invisible thread of attraction that pulls them closer to you. By using your body language, eye contact, and tone of voice to communicate interest, you create an irresistible magnetic field that makes the other person want to be around you. Flirting is a delicate dance that requires confidence and an understanding of how to build anticipation. When you engage in subtle flirting, you make others feel like they have uncovered something special about you, a secret that they want to know more about. This sense of mystery and attraction makes them want to pursue you, ultimately leading to a deeper connection. Setting boundaries is one of the most powerful ways to attract respect and love. Boundaries show the world that you know your worth and are unwilling to tolerate anything less than what you deserve. They create a healthy foundation for any relationship because they establish what you are willing to accept and what you are not. By respecting yourself enough to set clear boundaries, you instantly become more attractive to those who respect you. When you set boundaries, you show that you value your own time, energy, and emotions. You're not someone who will be easily manipulated or taken for granted. This sense of self-respect is magnetic because it attracts those who appreciate you for who you are, not just for what you can give them. People are drawn to those who have clear boundaries because it allows them to know how to treat you with respect. When you're clear about what you want and expect, others feel more comfortable around you because they understand the limits and rules. They're more likely to invest time and effort into a relationship when they know that their feelings will be reciprocated. Ultimately, boundaries help to foster relationships built on mutual respect, understanding, and care. When you set strong boundaries, you make it clear that you value yourself, and in turn, others will begin to value you as well. Self-compassion is a magical force when it comes to attracting love and affection. When you treat yourself with kindness, understanding, and care, you create an energy that others can't help but be drawn to. Self-compassion is not about being perfect. It's about accepting yourself as you are, flaws and all, and offering yourself the same love you would give to others. People who practice self-compassion radiate a warmth and authenticity that is deeply attractive. When you show yourself kindness in the face of failure or difficulty, you project an energy of strength and resilience that others are naturally drawn to. This sense of inner peace and self-acceptance creates an irresistible aura around you, making others want to be near you. When you love yourself deeply, it sets the tone for how others will treat you. People are often more likely to treat you with love and respect when they see that you treat yourself in the same way. Self-compassion allows you to show up in the world as a confident, emotionally grounded person, which attracts deep, authentic connections. Ultimately, self-compassion is about recognizing your own worth and treating yourself with the same love and care that you would give to someone you deeply cherish. This powerful energy naturally draws others toward you, creating the foundation for genuine, lasting love. Gratitude is one of the most powerful emotions you can cultivate in your life. When you practice gratitude, you focus on the abundance already present in your life rather than what is lacking. This shift in perspective creates an energy of positivity and contentment that others can't help but notice. People are drawn to those who radiate gratitude because it's a rare and magnetic quality. When you express gratitude for the people and experiences in your life, it sends the message that you are at peace with yourself and your world. This inner contentment makes you more attractive because it shows that you are not looking for validation from others. You're grateful for what you have, and that positivity is contagious. Gratitude is also a form of emotional abundance. When you focus on the blessings in your life, you create a positive energy that attracts more good things into your life. This energy is irresistible to others because it communicates that you are fulfilled, happy, and emotionally whole. By cultivating gratitude, you open the door to deeper, more meaningful connections. You attract people who share your positive outlook on life and who appreciate the beauty of your spirit. Gratitude is the secret to not only attracting love, but also creating lasting, fulfilling relationships. Life can be serious, but it's important to remember the power of playfulness and fun in relationships. People are naturally drawn to those who can bring joy, laughter, and lightheartedness into their lives. Playfulness isn't about being immature. It's about creating an atmosphere where people feel comfortable, relaxed, and able to enjoy the present moment without stress or pressure. When you embrace your playful side, you bring a sense of freedom and joy to your interactions. Playfulness breaks down walls and creates a lighthearted dynamic that makes others feel at ease around you. This carefree energy draws people in because it feels refreshing and invigorating to be around someone who knows how to enjoy life. Playfulness also shows that you don't take yourself too seriously. You're not afraid to laugh at yourself or let loose, and this vulnerability is incredibly attractive. It makes people feel more comfortable around you because they know that they don't have to be perfect or put on a facade. Ultimately, being playful is about creating an environment where people can connect with you on a deeper level, but in a way that feels easy, fun, and effortless. This joyful energy draws others toward you, making them want to be around you more, and it forms the foundation for a love that is light, happy, and free.